Well, hello there and welcome back, you lovely lot. Today, guys, we're going to do it's a crystal nail. It's a dark crystal nail, gem facet sort of design using a gel polish. Now, guys, I've got to remember what I did because I did this quite a while ago. And I did it like the day or 2 days after I did the other gem style design, because I was practicing, really. That's what I was doing, and I just decided to get the camera out and film it, but I totally forgot about this, guys. Okay, so I come in with white, peach and base coat to water it down, and that's going to be my base. I put a layer of that on and I zap it in the lamp, and then I'm coming in with shards and flake, and I'm going to do a half moon. Now again, just like the other crystal gem design that I did, it's a layering process. So we're working extremely thin, really thin. I can't tell you enough. That's why I went for shards and flakes. So I'm pushing it in and I'm making sure it's flat. I'm coming in with a coat of base coat, really thin, just to put over those flakes and shards and to keep them in place while we move on. So I pop that on and then I'm scraping that off, making sure it's really thin, and then I'm going to zap that in the lamp for a full cure before coming in with a couple of purples and a black. So I'm putting the lighter purple first. You can use any shade that you want to. You can use pink, you can use red. Honestly, this would work with anything. Now this is going to be like a side profile of a gem facet. So I'm coming in with the light purple. When I go off screen, I'm wiping the brush on that gel polish before I put it back into the pot. I go in with the dark, and then I'm going in with the black around the edge. So I've got a light purple, a dark purple and a black. So I'm going to put those gel polishes around there. I'm being generous with that, because then what I'm going to do is come in with a detailer brush and I'm going to blend them together roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect blend. And what I'm doing is just wiggling my brush back and forth, just to blend those shades together slightly, but still keeping the fade through the colours as we go on. Then I'm coming in with a sponge. And what I want to do is take away that harsh line of that very pale purple. So I'm just going to dab, just to take away some of that pigment, still keeping that half moon shape there and making sure that it fades back there. So what I'll do is, when I'm happy with that, I am going to pop that in the lamp and give that a full cure. Right, I'm going to just rip that sponge because I want the roughness. I don't want it too smooth, and I'm going to pop it into a little bit of white. I'm using all gel polishes here. The white is Pop It from CJelP, and I'm just going to dab that between the half moon, where the like skin colour that we mixed together right at the beginning meets the lilac, and just very gently dab that on there. I don't want it harsh. I want it to be quite faded, and I certainly don't want, I want to see the purple still come through, and I also want those glitter pieces, but I'm not too bothered about that because I will go in with some more in a memento. So here you can see me like taking off where it's a little bit too harsh, and just bend me sponge over because I don't want white sticking out. It's not what I want at this stage. Then what I'm going to do is come in with a few of these shards, and using the detailer brush, I'm just going to put a few back along that half moon shape. Not loads, just a few. So like I say, it's going to be a layered effect. Then what I'll do is I'll pop that in the lamp once I'm happy with that. So this is how it's looking so far. Right, okay, so I'm going to put a thin layer of base coat over that, really, really thin. And while it's still wet, I'm coming in with the detailer brush and I'm going to put in some veins. Then what I will do is dab that out. Again, I don't want sharp, harsh lines. It's going to have like a three-dimensional sort of look to it. As we can look down, you can see some of those flakes coming from the bottom, some are from the middle. The white is going to be in there as the shadow in the highlight and the veins. It's all going to be on different levels. Through this lockdown, I have been looking at different sort of designs, and the gemstone, I just fell in love with it. I mean, I really, really fell in love with it. The idea of this one is that it's like a cut or a chipped stone, so it's lighter in the middle and it comes out and gets darker towards the outside. Anyway, I will zap that in the lamp and then I will give it a thin layer of base coat before coming in with the top coat here. Then that's the end of this nail. Now I did another one, but I did it opposite. So where I did the faded start on the left, I did it on the right. So I just repeated the exact same process. And then we have the faceted cut gem. Love it, love, 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 love it. So one of these nails is going to be a ombre with those exact same shades that we used before. So I'll go in with the darker one. When you see me take my brush off the screen, I do actually wipe it before putting it back in the gel polish bottle. Then what I will do is come in with a detailer brush and I will fade those two together. I will zap that in the lamp for a full cure, and then I will repeat that and do it exactly the same again. So I'm going to do one of these ombre nails. Everything will be listed below in the description box, guys. Actually, I'm really quite impressed with myself. I've done quite well, haven't I? I mean, honestly, I did this in May, and I can't believe it. I can't believe I've remembered it. Anybody knows me knows I can't remember what I did yesterday. Never mind back then. So I think I'm doing quite well. I can't remember the name of the colours. I can't remember, you know. But what I'll do is I'll list it below. Sorry about that. That's my daughter telling me that she's coming back off her night shift. And that's the list of instructions, and I'm not even kidding. It will be, Mum, I want a bath. Mum, I want a cup of tea. Mum, I'll have a juice. I'm not even lying. The hospital that she works at is just under an hour away. Probably about 40-50 minutes on a good run. And she does a 12-hour shift, so it's a really, really long shift. She left at, what time did she leave last night? She leaves about 6 to start for 7:30. She gets there in plenty of time. She'll manage a coffee before shift starts, and then she gets home about, give or take, 9 in the morning. So it's a really, really long day. So I normally have a bath waiting for her because her bones are all achy and her feet are all sore, and bless her cotton socks. So yeah, sorry about that. If I don't do it, my head will be on the block. Back to the nails. So I have put some of those shards on there in a trail across the nail, and then I will zap that in the lamp, and then we'll top coat that in a minute. Meanwhile, I'm going to do 2 nails in this glittery purple, which I absolutely love. And then, guys, we're coming towards the end of the design. I'm going to top coat all the 3 nails that are left to do in this nail art today. Guys, I really do hope you've enjoyed this little nail play. If you have, would you please take a moment and hit that thumbs up? And if you're not subscribed already, I would absolutely love it if you would. If you do have a go at any of these, please tag me in. All my social media accounts are below. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.